Oh, hell no. I was just kidding. I don't want to talk about it.
Nope.
You already know it. You already know what's happening now. Once he get to typing, it's official.
Yep. Oh, I
Going
get
down that road.
quick. Yep. How do you know someone is the one?
Woo.
Let's start off with that. Before we get into it, how do you know someone is the one?
I know because you got away. She gone. That's
hilarious.
Damn, another one.
That's a way to know, though. That's a way to
know. Is there another way? Is there such thing as the one?
No, it's like the ones, but you. There's like multiple ones, and you gotta just make sure you get one while you can. I think the one for me was my first girlfriend of like 9 years. I think
you say that a lot.
I know.
You do say. I really do believe that is your one.
Dude, if you saw this, even to this day, she is so fucking gorgeous. But she fucking married with 4 kids, man. But she's so.
Oh, she not the one then.
What she was back then, I just let her get away because I was doing dumb shit.
Yeah, she not the one. I remember it's only one girl in my entire life. And Rita actually used to tease me about it a little bit, but it was only one girl in my entire life that I didn't regret her. Like, I didn't regret that I didn't do nothing with her or something like that, but she just wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, none of that shit ever made sense at the time, but it was a girl that I went to high school with. And I don't want to say her name, but she was very, very, very gorgeous, whatever. And we was always cool, whatever, but it just didn't make sense. Because, it was always something else going on. But anyways, I always used to be like, damn, she is so fucking fine. Like, she even fine today or whatever. And I had ran into her. This was probably like 5 or 6 years ago. And me, I had ran into her. And so she was like, yo, let's go. Let's link up. Let's go out to dinner or whatever. And so I linked up with her. We went out to dinner. We went to like J. Alexander's and we was talking and shit. And she was still like the same. She was probably even more beautiful. She had that grown woman beautiful on her. And I started talking to her. And it wasn't on no like, let me get my PR rep Carrie involved. It wasn't. No, seriously, this is real talk. I'm gonna be honest.
Tread lightly, my
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm sure you guys were 2 mature adults.
No, it was cool. Like, we all knew each other. Me, her, and Rita, we all know each other and stuff like that. And so we just like linked up because, okay, so this is what happened. We ran into each other because we both was speaking at a high school. And so we was talking at a high school. And so she's fairly successful herself. And we was talking at a high school. So she did a speech and then I came in and I did a speech. And she was like, man, you blowing up, you on YouTube, you doing all your thing, whatever, you doing really, really well. She was like, we need to catch up and we need to link up. And so we wind up going to dinner together at J. Alexander's. And like I said, Rita know about it and all that. I don't have no secrets. But she was still like grown woman beautiful. Like the same grown woman beautiful. I hadn't seen her since high school and all of that shit. And so we talking or whatever. And, I ain't had no desire or no interest in her or whatever like that. But she was still pretty or whatever. And so we was talking and we had a conversation about like, what could have been and all of that other shit. Like, oh yeah, no, you was on some bullshit and all of that type of stuff. She said I was on some bullshit. And then she was like, yeah, I got 2-3 kids. That shit went out the window immediately. Like immediately. The minute that she said she had 2-3 kids, it was like, I'm gonna bring up Mika. So the minute that she said she had no. So the guy that she had 2-3 kids with wind up going to jail, right? Because he was into some shit. He was into some shit, and she was still trying to maintain her life. And I don't want to say what kind of car she had because that shit would be real obvious in my community. But she had a high-end car still or whatever, and she was still trying to figure out what she was going to do with her life and all of that. But the minute that she mentioned that the guy that she had been with is in jail, they broke up, and she had 2-3 kids, All of that beauty shit just went right out the window for me. I was like,
I think like the one that I thought was the one I cheated on the one with. That's why I said the ones.
The
Because I
one
look
who
at
you
the,
thought was
I
the
think
one
all
you
of it,
cheated
it's
on the
probably
one
so
with.
far from the truth, but all the ones were like women I knew in high school, and I look at them now, and they look the same. They ain't aged a day, and I'm like, fuck.
I'm not against women with children. All right. I want y'all to be very, very clear about that. I am not against women with children at all. I think that women with children are awesome.
It's not for me.
And 100% it means
I think that women with
they're not
children
a transgender.
are awesome. I don't like women looking for a savior to fix their children. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? I think that women that are looking for somebody to fix their situation from decisions that was made with somebody else is an issue. That's an issue. That's my biggest problem. I think that women with children are awesome, especially women that have children with the man that they married. They really awesome. I believe in procreation and happy families and all of that. I'm just saying that I told that story because there's a lot of guys that look at and pedestalize women that they went to school with. And there's also a lot of guys that would also, because they have this thing in their mind of what the person was, they'll give that shit a chance and they'll overlook all of the stuff that they wouldn't accept from a normal person because that is the person that they was paying attention to in school or in the past. And you got to have the same standards across the board. That's not some shit, that you could even. You just got to be you. You got to be consistent with whatever it is that you rock with. What up, Mika?
Y'all
I'm not. You know what? I'm about to change Mika's name. Her name is no longer Pop Culture Mika. Her name is Anton's Mika. That is Anton's Mika. No, that is not.
Y'all wanna know how cool Mika is? Y'all ready? Hold up.
I know it from the two
What is that?
chords in a second.
That's Mika, nigga. I'll put that shit when new niggas come over here. I put on that. Say, who the fuck is that? I said, that's my whole girl Mika.
You're so silly.
What up,
I get a little bit of clout off of Mika to my local friends.
Mika? Here's a question. Well, no, I'm gonna come to you in a second. Carrie, why Carrie is still struggling with?
I think Mika should answer first.
Nope, I'm coming to you.
Do you have on a wig, Carrie?
Yes.
What?
Slimmy,
It's glued in very tight.
It's not a whole wig, probably. It's a half. Right here.
I'm just kidding. No, it is one?
This part is half.
I was kidding. My bad. I just think
people all in the business, but Carrie got here.
I just think people with a perfect part got a wig. That's why I asked.
Carrie, I got a question. How do you know someone is the one, or is there a such thing as the one?
I don't think that there's a such thing as the one. I think did y'all see Love Jones?
Of course we did. If we black.
Okay. Well, on Love Jones,
I haven't. That's the one black movie I didn't watch.
Oh my God, I love that movie. Anyway, on Love Jones, Lorenz Tate and this other guy who's married, Lorenz was like, you only get 1-2 tops in life. And he's like, what are you talking about? He was like, soulmates, the one. And he was like, nigga, love is what you make and with whom you make it with. And up until I heard that, I was like, you only get one soulmate and all of that stuff. And then after that, when I really thought about it, I was like, yeah, I think I buy more into what he's saying. So I don't think there's the one. But I don't think that diminishes, I don't think that diminishes who you choose and who chooses you. But
it can all. I'm gonna hold back my thoughts first.
I think the one is just probably easier. And I think when you meet the one, it's scary.
Why is it scary?
Like because it pops off so quick. It ain't like 6 months down the line, and I'm like, oh my god. It's like you talk to this person for like a couple weeks, and you're like, fuck, type shit. and then they got you thinking stuff you never thought before, and they got you out of pocket. That's how you know. And
thinking stuff you never thought before, like what? Give me an example.
I ain't saying it.
But what? Like what would be something that they would make you think that you never thought before?
Like if you want a kid and they don't want a kid, and you want a kid, and then you're like, I want a kid now. Like shit.
Okay.
Not nothing like personal. Like
No, I was just curious.
Or yeah, just like weird stuff.
Mika, is there a such thing as the one? And if so, how do you know? How would a person know that someone is the one?
Yes, there's such thing as the one. I think how you know is that it's just like chemistry that you don't have to work for.
All right, so I got another question for you, Mika, and this is also for the panel before we get into the show. Can there be multiple ones at the same time?
No, absolutely.
Wait, listen to the context. Doesn't mean that a person has to indulge or anything like that, but could there be more than one at the same time?
I know this is so cliche, but I think when you're so
wait, stop that for a minute, Q Diddy. What did you say, Mika?
I said yes. In my opinion, yes.
Go ahead, Q Diddy. What you about to say?
It's cliche, but I think when you're with the one, your heart wouldn't be open to another one for you to know that.
Is that true, Mika?
Yes, like it's close. You can't like.
Wait, your name is Mika today. Go ahead, Mika.
I'm on one today, nigga. I had some Red Bull, nigga. It's fucking popping. Somebody gonna get cussed out about 45 minutes, nigga. Shit. like it's cliche like that. People, I'm sure y'all have heard that before, but it's just like when you're with that person, it's always like you can't see nobody else, man. I ain't never. That's how I feel. Have
you ever been in that space though, where you with that person?
Yes. Like you can't. You just see that bitch with a fat ass? No, absolutely not. I didn't see it at all. Like what you mean? Yeah, when I'm rocking with the chick, nigga, like my mind is like not even in love. Like my mind pretty much is close to everybody else. I ain't talking to nobody. I ain't trying to figure out if you like me because I got this one over here. I'm good.
I got you.
Okay, Quinn.
Mika, care to elaborate, or you would just want to leave it at that?
No, I think it can. I think it definitely can be. I mean, to me, Quentin, you had your girl in high school, and you had your baby mama.
No, my baby mama. No, I don't.
Don't do my Mexican friend like that.
I don't know.
If you're not gonna say nothing positive, don't do her like that.
No, I think no. I don't think like when I look back on it in like hindsight's 2020. No,
really,
it was no. Well, it's just like I look at her life and how stagnant it is, and I don't think I could have put up at that for the duration of.
What does that mean, bro?
Like she just lives. Like I don't feel like there's like any direction. She just like lives day by day, and just like my life isn't her life. Like I remember her dog got really sick, and it was like $700 like to get him, like take him to the vet and like get him well, like the bill. And she started crying, $700. Who has $700? Oh my God, it's so expensive. And I'm like, I was confused. I was like, I got it. She's like, you have $700? I'm like, I got $700 times 80. Like, what you mean? It was just like, it's just my life isn't her life, and she has like this low level. Like I don't know. It's probably from where she came from or how she was raised, but she had a hard
Nothing
life.
wrong with dealing with a low level chick to an extent. If you're gonna keep her on a temporary leash a lot of times, because maybe she appreciates things a little bit differently.
Yeah, I can see that. And then like even like as it pertains to coitus, for the duration of our I never saw that woman's eyes during sex ever.
What do you mean?
She don't never open her eyes. Like, nigga, look me in my soul and feel this shit. And I never,
Wait, what?
she never, her eyes were always closed. Like, I made a whole video, nigga, with her eyes closed, nigga. She didn't even fucking know.
Hey, man.
I showed her that video and she was like, how did you do this? I said, nigga, you don't open your eyes. What you mean?
A hot mess. I've never heard of that, but you're absolutely right. That is
nigga, like, look me in my soul and take this shit. Like, nigga, like.
Wait, were you like right here when you?
Nigga, she like, yes, like, open your eye. Like, open your eyes. Like, everybody knows sometime when you with your partner, you look at why you balls deep, nigga, you feel that shit even more.
And then you got to put your face in her neck.
That part, yeah. But that never happened. It's just like, and she's not really like, I like sweet women. Like, nigga, be sweet. Like, rub my booty while I'm going to sleep or some shit.
What? What is Jerry?
I'm just saying, like.
My God.
Slimmy, where you go? Where did Slimmy go? Slimmy, what's wrong, big dog?
We can't start like this, man. We ain't started the show yet.
What's them drinks they used to have with Red Bull, Slimmy? What's them drinks they used to have back in the day with the Red Bull?
What is that weird? Like,
oh yeah,
nigga, that shit's so relaxing.
Your gluteus muscles just rubbing.
Pop my pimples while I go to sleep, nigga. Shit.
Oh my God, that is so hilarious. Oh, Jesus.
You just started.
Slimmy, you got anything to add to this before we get into the show, Slimmy?
Only 21 minutes in this bitch.
I can't really confirm or deny about the one, but you could probably have a bunch of twos, you know.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
If they ain't the one, then they the two, you know.
But is
you can have a bunch of twos.
Too bad?
You say what?
Is number 2 bad?
I don't think so.
I'm just asking.
But if there's no ones, then aren't the twos the ones?
Well, I'm saying I can't confirm or deny
because all of yours is on the negative scale. They're not 1, 2, 3, or 4.
No, it's not negative. It's just
well, answer me this, Slimmy. Is there a woman that you have entertained in your past that you're like, fuck, she got away?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't like I'm only so I say that in all seriousness, I say that because I know one for sure. She was a good woman. She is a good woman, but I was too we were never in a relationship. But I was too I don't even know the word. I don't know. I was worried about too much other stuff because she was from, she's African. And I was real young and I was just real naive. And I'm just like, man, I don't want to be with someone that's not my culture. Mm-hmm. So I was just kind of like real iffy about dating her. And like every time I used to see her out, man, like I would always try and talk to her and she'd be like, no, I'm married. I was like, you're not married for real. Then one day she just popped up on fucking Facebook with a white husband. And I was just like, dang, she is married. But she was a really, really, really
That's nice the one you talked about last time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's the one.
Like I say, I can't really, but I never was like, fully indulge with her, where I could just really be like, yo, she was the one. But I could be like, yo, she was a good woman who I passed on because of, I guess that's kind of being shallow. I don't know. I don't think that's being shallow, but I don't know. I was
because she was married. That makes sense.
You say what?
It sounds like you passed on her because she was married. That makes
sense.
No.
I knew it before. I'm talking about before she got married. Okay. I'm talking about we went to college together. Okay. We went to junior college together, and I didn't really pursue her, man. Even though she was real nice, she would speak to me every day. She would run up, give me a hug. She was real nice.
Here's a better question for you then, Slimmy. Do you think you would have ruined her life if you would have been with her versus the life that she is living now with the person that she married to?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't have back then I wouldn't have appreciated her. I'd have just it would have been bad, man. I'll be honest. It would have just been bad.
Do you think that we pass up on people sometimes because we know that we're not best for that person?
I think a lot of people do. Yeah. But it's better that way because you don't want to play with nobody's emotions. You don't want to like waste nobody's time.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. A lot of people, they don't care about wasting time. They don't care about that shit. Me, I care about time. Yeah. I don't want to waste my own, and I definitely don't want to waste anyone else's. So,
Carrie, do you think that people are more likely to pass up on a person because they don't want to mess them up, or they know that they're not best for them?
No, I don't think most people do that. I think that takes a very mature, considerate person. And I don't know. I don't. Maybe at a certain age, but in general, nah. I wish I could say otherwise.
I've walked away from people,
and it's so hard.
It's not. I think that the only thing that was hard for me was because the person didn't understand that I wasn't gonna be good for them.
That's like hard even to make them sad, and they don't get it.
Even Rita, like, I wouldn't talk to her early in the relationship because I was telling her, like, listen, I know you a wife, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm a ruin.
Give me a couple Sundays.
You don't want this. You know what I'm saying? But it was only after I found out that she was a virgin, right? Because when I first met her, it was like what the fuck you wasting my time for? You know what I'm saying? You gonna put your head in my lap or no? But then, and I've already told this story.
I heard that.
Yeah, I've told that story before. But then when I found out,
it was shocking when you say it.
But then when I found out, but that was only like the first time, like that was the very first day that I talked to her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I talked to her that day, got her number, called her that night, and then I hit her with it. But then once we got cool, it was like,
you hit her with that the first day you got her number?
Same night.
That's what Rita said.
Sheesh.
Same night.
I remember hearing the story, but I didn't know it happened so fast. I thought y'all knew each other and like.
No, I wasn't. I've never been the type of person to sit there and play games and go back and forth and try to. I'm not gonna finesse you. I'm a straight shoot. I've been like that my entire life. Like I'm gonna talk to you for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
You trying to do this or no?
I can't figure it out in 20 points. And seriously, since I first started getting into girls, 25 minutes, I need to know what we gonna do.